Hey Nash, what should we make?
I'm in the mood for Chinese. Why don't you make some beef and broccoli?
All right, let's make some beef and broccoli. Today, we're making beef and broccoli. Classic Chinese dish, and unlike Mongolian beef, well, the jury's still out, but unlike Mongolian beef, this one might actually originate in China. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on that. But either way, it's a delicious dish. You know it, you probably love it. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make it at home, so it's just as good or better than it is at the restaurant or the takeout, and it's super easy. This dish probably comes together in 15 minutes, so without further ado, let's go. So we start with a flank steak. Now we wanna cut this into thin strips against the grain. So you can see the flank steak, the grain goes this way, but we don't want really long strips. So I'm gonna divide this into about 3. Well, not about 3. I'm gonna divide this into 3. And then we're just gonna slice this as thin as we can get it against the grain. About 1/4 inch slices is what we're looking for. Then we're gonna throw our meat into a bowl. If you watched or you remember the Mongolian beef video, then you remember the velveting technique. So this is a technique they use in a lot of Asian cooking, especially Chinese, to make the meat that tender velvety texture that you're used to in restaurants or, you know, good places or good takeout restaurants, regardless. So any cut of meat, this is gonna help make it nice and tender and delicious. So the first step of that is to put about a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda into the meat and then a little bit of water. And then we just wanna sort of massage the meat until all of that water is absorbed. And this is just gonna kind of help tenderize the meat, and it's gonna help the meat absorb all of our seasonings we're about to put in. So once we have this, then we add a tablespoon of oyster sauce, a tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, technically white pepper, but all I have is black, tablespoon of neutral oil, I'm using avocado, and a tablespoon of cornstarch. And then we can mix this all together. And then we just let this sit and marinate. While our meat's marinating, we can start on our sauce. So in a small bowl, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1/2 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of pixie dust, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, 1/2 cup chicken stock, tablespoon of Shaoxing wine or Chinese cooking wine. If you don't have that, you could use mirin or cooking sake. It'll change the flavor a little bit, but it'll be acceptable. And a 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch. And we mix. Set it aside. Make sure your broccoli's cut into bite-sized pieces. And then in a pot of boiling water, we just want to blanch your broccoli for 30 seconds. And we drain it, set it aside. In a hot pan, add a few glugs of neutral oil. I'm using avocado. Once you can see the oil start to shimmer, we add in our beef. We're just gonna cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes until the beef is nicely seared and browned. Once your beef is nicely browned, pull the beef off, put it in a different container, set it aside. That same pan, we add some minced garlic and some minced ginger. Let that cook for just a little bit until it starts to get fragrant. And we stir it around. Then we add in our broccoli. Cook this for about 30 to 60 seconds. Then we add back our beef, followed by our sauce. And then we just cook this until the sauce starts to thicken and has coated the broccoli and the beef. Once you can drag a spoon across like that and it doesn't fill in right away, then you can kill the heat, let it cool for a minute, and you're ready to serve. Top this with some toasted sesame seeds. And there we have our beef and broccoli. Time for a bite. Cheers. It's perfect. If you like beef and broccoli, go make this right now. Let's see what Nash thinks. Hey buddy, here you go. Some beef and broccoli. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? Nash approves, I approve. This recipe nails perfect Chinese food. So if you like beef and broccoli, this dish it's amazing. It's so good. Go make it. It's easy. Like I said, you can make it in 15 minutes, no problem. I highly recommend going and trying it. All that being said, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, subscribe, and share the show, it would mean a lot. It'd really help us out. If you want notifications every time we drop a new episode, go ahead and hit that notification bell. If there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, just drop that in the comments or head over to the website, timschaoskitchen.com, and send us a message there. All that being said, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, peace.